ideal in our life, because he who is void of ideal roams around with dull and dusky eyes, but with a keen complex of utopian air and with a visionary vision, but so lacking in worldly common sense. There has been numerous instances where Sri Sri Thakur has inspired and influenced the life of the greatest personalities of the world through his spiritual values. Spiritual values release stress through contact and mind replacing negative emotions. Prayer and meditation, as suggested by Sri Sri Thakur, elevates and helps establishing unification with the supreme reality, the living ideal. When our lower self is modified and purified through prayer and meditation, it brings the real harmony of physical, mental, and spiritual well-being. Concluding, I would like to say that beyond question, following the principles and ideology of Sri Sri Thakur and listening to his messages, they are definitely a source of constant inspiration, exaltation, and joy to all the trouble-ridden man in this contemporary world. Thank you. Now, before we start with our prayer and the Holy Book reading session, I would like to welcome all our chief guests who have joined with us today. I would like to welcome our chief guest, Sri Jukta Vijay Bhushan Nanda, Directorate of Economics and Statistics, Bhubaneswar. I would like to welcome Dr. Ramakant Mishra, Professor of Botany from Bhubaneswar. I would like to welcome our guest of honor, Dr. Srinath Maharana, retired Professor of Odisha's University of Agriculture and Technology from Bhubaneswar. You're very welcome, sir. We would like to listen your speech and enlighten and illuminate us more about the principles and ideology of Sri Sri Thakur. We are very honored that you have spared your time to join with us today. Apart from our chief guest for our speech, I would like to welcome the eminent and legendary singers who have joined with us today to glorify this event even more. I welcome Mr. Viseshwar Ray, who is our guest singer, Sudha Sagar Mishra, music director, Saroj Mahanti, music director, and Ms. Papia Ghosh, music composer. Thank you for joining us today and helping us glorify our event more. Thank you. Now I would like to request Mr. Viseshwar Ray to start prayer after the crunch boiling session. Mr. Viseshwar Raida, please start Guru Bandhana. I request Mr. Viseshwar Raida to start Guru Bandhana.
সুদীপ্ত দা, আপনি যদি আছেন তাহলে গুরু বন্দনাটা করে নিলে ভালো হতো। আগে
गुरु ब्रह्मा गुरु विष्णु गुरुदेव महेश्वर गुरुरेव परम ब्रह्म तस्मै श्री गुरुवे नमः। अखण्डमण्डलाकारं व्याप्तं येन चराचरं तत्पदं दर्शितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। अज्ञातविदान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुर्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। स्थावरं जङ्गमं व्याप्तं येन कृष्णं चराचरं तत्पदं दर्शितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। चिद्रूपेण परिव्याप्तं त्रैलोक्यं सचराचरं तत्पदं दर्शितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। न गुरुराधिकं तत्तं न गुरुराधिकं तपः तत्त्वज्ञानात् प्रज्ञस्ति तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। मन्नाथ जगन्नाथो मद्गुरु श्रीजगद्गुरु मदात्मा स्वभूतात्मा तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। गुरुराधनादिश्च गुरुः परमदैवतं गुरुः परतरं नास्ति तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। ब्रह्मानन्दं परमोऽसुखदं केवलं ज्ञानमूर्तिं दन्दातीतं गणसदृशं तत्त्वमच्छादिलक्ष्यम् एकं नित्यं विमलवाचनं सर्वाधिसाक्षिभूतं भावातीतं अतिगुणरहितं सद्गुरुं त्वं नमामि। सद्गुरुं त्वं नमामि। सद्गुरुं त्वं नमामि।
Jai Guru Dada. Thank you so much. Now let us start with the holy book reading session of Satyanusaran. I request respected Advocate Saroj Kumar Sahu from Bhubaneswar to recite Satyanusaran in Odia.
जय गुरु परम प्रेमय युग पुरुषोत्तम श्री श्री ठाकुर शियस्त लिखित पवित्र सत्यानुसरण ग्रंथ पाठ अर्थ मान जश इत्यादि पाइबा आशारे मते ठाकुर सजाई भक्त हो नहीं सावधान हुआ ठकी जीव तुमर ठाकुरत्व जाग्रत न हेले केही तुमर केंद्र भी नुहंती ठाकुर भी नुहंती फांकी देले ताही पाइब। भारतर अवनति डिजेनेरेशन सेही समयरु आरंभ होईछि जो समयरु भारतवासी पाखरे अमूर्त भगवान असीम होई उठिछंती। ऋषि को बाद दे ऋषिवादर उपासना आरंभ होईछि। भारत जदि भविष्य कल्याण को आह्वान करने को चाह तेबे संप्रदायगत विरोध भूली जगतर पूर्व पूर्व गुरु मान प्रति श्रद्धा संपन्न हुआ आउ तुमर मूर्त और जीवंत गुरु बा भगवान प्रति आसक्त अटाचड हो एवं से मानक ही स्वीकार कर जो माने तांकु भल पाती कारण पूर्ववर्ती को अधिकार करी ही परवर्ती आविर्भाव। सत्यानुसरण जाल भक्ति मोटा अहंकार युक्त असल भक्ति अहंकार मुक्त अर्थात खूब पतला अहंकार युक्त। जाल भक्ति युक्त मनीष उपदेश नहीं पारे नहीं उपदेष्टा रूपे उपदेश दे पारे तेणु केही उपदेश देले मुहरे रागिबार लक्षण विरक्तिर लक्षण संग परिहारर चेष्टा इत्यादि लक्षण प्राय स्पष्ट प्रकाश पाए। असल भक्ति युक्त मनीष उपदेष्टार आसन नेबाकू एका बळके नाराज जदि उपदेश पाए ता मुहरे आनंदर चिन्ह फुटी बाहरे। अविश्वासी और बहु नष्टिकर हृदय रे भक्ति आसी पारे नहीं। भक्ति एक पाई बहु को भल पाए आ आसक्ति बहु पाई एक को भल पाए। आसक्ति रे स्वार्थ लगी आत्मतुष्टि आ भक्ति रे परार्थ लगी आत्मतुष्टि। भक्तिर अनुरक्ति सत्रे आसक्तिर निशा स्वार्थ रे अहंगरे। आसक्ति कामर पत्नी आ भक्ति प्रेमर छोट भौणी। शांति शांति शांति। जय गुरु समस्त जय गुरु।
Jai Guru. Thank you. Now I request respected Mr. Daridra Bhanjan Mahanti from Agra, Delhi to enumerate the holy book of Satyanusaran in Hindi.
जय गुरु।
Jai Guru.
परम प्रेम में परम दयाल श्री श्री ठाकुर अनुकूल चंद्र जी के स्वहस्त लिखित सत्यानुसरण हिंदी अनुवाद ग्रंथ पाठ। यदि मंगल चाहते हो तो ज्ञानाभिमान छोड़ो, सभी की बातें सुनो और वही करो सहायता करे। ज्ञानाभिमान ज्ञान का जितना अंतराय है उतना और कोई भी रिपु नहीं। यदि शिक्षा देना चाहते हो तो कभी भी शिक्षक बनना मत चाहो। मैं शिक्षक हूँ, वो अहंकार ही किसी को सीखने नहीं देता। अहम को जितना दूर रखोगे तुम्हारे ज्ञान या दर्शन की सीमा उतनी ही विस्तृत होगी। अहम जब गल जाता है, जीव तभी सर्वगुण संपन्न निर्गुण हो जाता है। जय गुरु। जय गुरु।
Jai Guru. Thank you. Now I request respected Mr. Kalikinkar Bandapadhyaya, Principal Scientist from New Delhi, to recite the Holy Book of Satyanusaran in Bengali. I request Mr. Kalikinkar Bandapadhyaya from New Delhi to recite the Holy Book of Satyanusaran in Bengali.
So, Mama, go ahead. You call for next.
Again, Dada. I see that Mr. Kalikinkar Bandapadhyaya has not joined with us. So let's move forward. I request Dr. Alat Kumar, Swang MPC Medical College and Hospital, to recite the Holy Book of Satyanusaran in English.
जय गुरु। परम प्रेम श्री ठाकुर अनुकूल चंद्र सत्यानुसरण English translation. Oh, you who devotees be with proper name and riches, make me your Lord and Master. Beware if Master within awakens not, Master center none you have, and deceiving you shall be deceived. After taking the shelter of a true master, think independently and express your own opinion respectfully. Reading books, don't become like a book, but try to read its essence in your pores. Pull the horse to draw the seat. Don't pass any opinion on or give up anything after only superficial study. No real knowledge is gained about a thing until it has been thoroughly. And what opinion can you give if you have no knowledge about it? Whatever you do, try to see the truth in it. To see the truth in a thing means to know how to exist, and that is wisdom. About the things you do not know, give no advice to others. Joy.
Jai Guru Dada. Thank you. Now let us start with the holy session, holy book reading session of Sastya Usadachar. I request Mr. Ananya Mukherjee from Texas, USA, to recite the holy book of Sastya Usadachar in Bengali.
জয় গুরু। পরম প্রেমময় শ্রী শ্রী ঠাকুর অনুকূল চন্দ্রের স্বাস্থ্য সদাচার গ্রন্থ থেকে পাঠ করছি। তোমার জীবন স্রোত ইষ্টার্থ অনুবেদনী তালে নর্তন বিভোর হয়ে চলুক। সেই বিভোর সন্দীপনা পরিশ্রান্ত জীবনকে স্বস্থ করে তুলুক। সন্দীপনার উদগ্র অনুবেদনায় দৃপ্ত সমর্থ করে। এই ঔষধও তোমারই অস্তিত্ব। সূত্র নম্বর 13। জয় গুরু।
Jai Guru. Thank you. Now I request Prospector Santosh Sahu from Texas, USA to recite the Holy Book of Swastika Sadachar in Odia.
জয় গুরু টু অল। জীবন নষ্ট করোনা, জীবনର ଉପାର୍ଜନ ଯାହା ସ୍ୱାସ୍ଥ୍ୟ ସୌଷ୍ଠବ ରଖି ତାହା ହିଁ ସଂଗ୍ରହ କର, ଆଉ ସେହି ପାରଗତାକୁ ବିନାୟିତ କରି ଯେଉଁଠି ଯେପରି ଦରକାର ତାହା ହିଁ କର। ତାହା ହିଁ ତୁମର ଆହାର୍ଯ୍ୟ ହେଉ। ଯାହା ଜୀବନକୁ ଉଚ୍ଛଳ କରି ତୋଳେ, ତାହା ବଳରେ, ବୁଦ୍ଧିରେ, ପରାକ୍ରମରେ ଏବଂ ସୁସଂହତିପୂର୍ଣ୍ଣ ତାତ୍ପର୍ଯ୍ୟରେ। ଜୟ ଗୁରୁ। ବାଣୀ ସଂଖ୍ୟା 101। ଜୟ ଗୁରୁ।
Jai Guru. Thank you. Now I request Dr. Amrita Paul to recite the Holy Book of Satyanusaran in Hindi. I request Dr. Namrata Paul to recite the Holy Book of Swastika Sadachar in Hindi.
जय गुरु। बाजार से सौदा लाकर बिना धोए उबाले धूप तपाए खाने अथवा व्यवहार करने पर उस पथ से व्याघात ही आए। जय गुरु।
Jai Guru. Thank you. Now I request Mr. Somprakash Mukherjee from Texas, USA to recite the Holy Book of Swastika Sadachar in English.
जय गुरु। परम प्रेममय श्री श्री ठाकुर अनुकूल
Jai
चंद्र
Guru.
स्वास्थ्य सदाचार। English translation. Disease may attack in many ways. Of them, the main is due to inborn constitution. Of other causes are various attacks from outward nature, which contaminates our system. Besides that, there are also lapses in our conduct. If our inner preventive zeal be not vivacious, then we can hardly protect ourselves from the impact of that outward nature, at least from that what is called stranger disease. If we maintain our existential nature to be vitalized and integrated by right adjustment, we may be saved then to a great extent. And most of them, what comes out of inner constitution, may also be prevented by our proper existential adjustment, or what could be inevitable might be curtailed to a great extent. So I say with right and beautiful way, do enhance your resistance power against that what come from outer nature through conflict and makes you sick, and what lay within your inner nature, what have kept such ground prepared from your very birth. Do try to prevent that too, as far as you can, by inner adjustment, with apt nursing and application of medicine, through proper restraint of conduct, behavior, and so on. You shall be relieved to a great extent by managing the situation. Jai Guru.
Jai Guru. Thank you. Now we have very peacefully completed our Holy Book reading session. Now I request respected Mr. Surya Prakash Mahapatra, Global Head Talent Acquisition of Wipro, to carry forward the event.
Jai Guru to everyone. Thank you very much. I would like to welcome all of you to this excellent divine evening. Once again, all of us have come together to celebrate the divinity Sri Thakur has given all of us. Now, to take the program forward, we will begin with the opening song today, a devotional song. And I would request Biswesar Rai, Sapratritik of Sri Thakur from Kolkata, to present a beautiful devotional song.
Nada Jai Guru.
Jai Guru Dada.
पुरुषोत्तम प्रणाम से शुरू कर रहा हूँ। वंदे लोकतिलकं शाश्वतवार्तविभूषणम् अमरकीर्तिसारणं प्रबुद्धं लोकजीवनं प्रणय प्रमत्त जागदीपनं वन्दे जीवन जीवनं सत्पुरुषम् नमामि विप्लविनं प्रियं परमं कममपि करलं पुरुषोत्तमम् वन्दे पुरुषोत्तमम्। एक राधा स्वामी भजन से शुरुआत कर रहा हूँ। ज्योति से हुई उजियारी ज्योति से हुई उजियारी दरस पावे हे जग सारी ज्योति से हुई उजियारी ज्योति से हुई उजियारी दरस पावे हे जग सारी दरस पावे हे जग सारी ज्योति से हुई उजियारी तन में मन में छवि तुम्हारी तन में मन में छवि तुम्हारी तन में मन में छवि तुम्हारी कन कन में प्रभु महिमा तुम्हारी कन में प्रभु महिमा तुम्हारी तन में मन में छवि 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 तुम्हारी छवि तुम्हारी कने कने में प्रभु महिमा तुम्हारी ज्योति से हुई उजियारी ज्योति से हुई उजियारी दरस पावे हे जग सारी दरस पावे हे जग सारी ज्योति से हुई उजियारी राधा राधा बोले दुनिया सारी 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 राधा राधा बोले दुनिया सारी, राधा राधा बोले दुनिया सारी, राधा राधा बोले दुनिया सारी। अगम अलख की सुरत निहारी, अगम अलख की सूरत निहारी, ज्योति से हुई उजियारी, ज्योति से हुई उजियारी, ज्योति से हुई उजियारी। दरस पावे हे जग सारी, दरस पावे हे जग सारी, ज्योति से हुई उजिया। राधा राधा बोले दुनिया सारी, राधा राधा बोले दुनिया सारी, राधा राधा बोले दुनिया सारी, राधा राधा बोले दुनिया सारी। अगम अलख की सूरत निहारी, अगम अलख की सूरत निहारी, ज्योति से हुई ओजी, ज्योति से हुई ओजी, ज्योति से हुई ओजी आरी। जय गुरु दादा। जय गुरु दादा।
Dada Jai Guru. My apologies, my connection had
जय
dropped.
गुरु जय गुरु।
Dada, thank you very much for this beautiful rendition with your melodious voice. You have taken all of us to a different plane altogether. Dada, I pray at the lotus feet of Sisi Thakur for eternal bliss for you and your family. Jai Guru Dada.
जय गुरु जय गुरु। हाँ अच्छी अच्छी।
My dear mothers and brothers in faith, after this beautiful inaugural song, we are going to take the program forward. And in this evening, the next program is going to mark the beginning of Ishta Prasanga, or discourses by eminent speakers. First of all, I would like to invite a very eminent personality, a researcher, a scholar, an academician, and above all, a great ardent devotee of Param Brahma Mahasi Sri Thakur Anukul Chandra. He is very well known across Odisha and across the country for his eloquent speeches, for his knowledge on the ideology of Sri Thakur. His discourses are always research-based, logical, and practical. Today, I'm going to invite the Professor Dr. Ramakant Mishra, Professor in Botany, to deliver the opening address and inspire all of us. Professor Dr. Mishra, I request you to deliver your speech now. Dada, you have 15 minutes. Dada, are you there? Professor Dr. Ramakant Mishra. Manas bhai, can you check if Professor Mishra has joined?
Dada, he has not joined yet. I'm calling him to join within 1 or 2 minutes.
Okay.
Next bhajan hele bolo tiku bhai, next bhajan.
Okay, so I'll request Saroj Mahanti bhai. Has he joined?
Dada, Vishnu Dada is also with us, and Sudipta Dada hai Dada. You can
Acha.
request him. Sudipta Mishra.
So I think probably due to some technical challenges, Professor Mishra has not joined. We are trying to establish connection with him, and we hope to have him in this forum quickly. But now we have got Sudipta Sagar Mishra, who has joined, who is known as a very ardent singer, a devotional singer, music composer, director, and an eminent devotee of Sri Thakur who enlightens everybody with his melodious voice and beautiful devotional songs. I would now request Sudipta Dada to present a beautiful song to Sri Thakur. Dada.
Jai Guru, Jai Guru.
Jai Guru.
परम दयाल पुरुषोत्तम प्रिय परम मेरे, तुम ही अनंत तुम ही असीम प्रिय परम मेरे। परम दयाल पुरुषोत्तम प्रिय परम मेरे, तुम ही अनंत तुम ही असीम प्रिय परम मेरे। परम दयाल पुरुषोत्तम प्रिय परम मेरे। जगत उद्धाता तुम मेरे मालिक, सब कुछ मेरे लिए हो। जगत उद्धाता तुम मेरे मालिक, सब कुछ मेरे लिए। जीवन का तुम आधार हो, जीवन का तुम आधार हो, प्रिय परम मेरे। परम दयाल पुरुषोत्तम प्रिय परम मेरे, तुम ही अनंत तुम ही असीम प्रिय परम मेरे। जगन्नाथ स्वामी तुम ही हो नारायण। जगन्नाथ स्वामी तुम ही हो नारायण। पालनहार तुम ही हो पालनहार तुम ही हो। प्रिय परम मेरे परम दयाल पुरुषोत्तम प्रिय परम मेरे। तुम ही अनंत तुम ही असीम प्रिय परम मेरे। प्रिय परम मेरे प्रिय परम मेरे हो। प्रिय परम मेरे प्रिय परम मेरे। प्रिय परम मेरे प्रिय परम मेरे प्रिय परम मेरे। जय गुरु।
Sudipta Jai Guru. This is absolutely marvelous. Your voice is melodious. Your songs, your renditions inspire all of us. And you have charged this atmosphere with the divine spirit of Sri Thakur. I would like to pray at the lotus feet of Thakur for your all-round well-being for yourself and your family. Jai Guru. Manas, why has Professor Mishra joined?
आज्ञा दादा मु जॉइन कर सरची।
Jai Guru Ramakanda. So now I'm requesting you to deliver your opening speech today, and I'm welcoming you to this forum and requesting you to deliver your speech. Ramakanda, you have 15 minutes. Thank you very much. Over to you.
जय गुरु दादा। उपस्थित समस्त भक्तिमती मातृमंडली श्रद्धेय गुरुभ्राता मंडली एवं छोट छोट पिला माननकु मोर आंतरिक राजय गुरु निवेदन करे। आजिर सत्संगर विषय वस्तु सत्संग मैन मेकिंग इंस्टीट्यूशन। ठाकुरंकर गोटे कथा रही श्री श्री ठाकुर आजिठू दीर्घ 134 वर्ष तले पाबना 1888 मसीह सेप्टेम्बर मास 14 तारिख रे जन्म ग्रहण करथिले सकाळ 7:05 रे। जेतेबेले से जन्म ग्रहण करथिले पाबनार हिमायतपुर अत्यंत अगण्य और नगण्य ग्राम ताको केही जानि नथिले, किंतु ठाकुरंकर सुदूर व्यापकता तांकर सुदूर प्रसारी नीति भावादर्श एभली भाबरे समग्र पृथ्वी आज तल्लीन ही चलीछि। आसंता 10,000 वर्ष जाए मध्य ताहा जुग उद्धार जुगत्राणर गोटे मात्र ही पंथा ही रहिबो। ठाकुर कर गोटे स्टेटमेंट थिला, एवरी हाउस इज टू बी रिकंस्ट्रक्टेड एंड एवरी मैन हैज टू बी रिफॉर्म्ड। प्रत्येकटी गृह को आउ थरे तयारी करिवार आवश्यकता रहिछि आ प्रत्येकटी मनीष को आउ थरे रिफॉर्म आउ थरे पूरा आमूलचूल परिवर्तन हबार आवश्यकता रहिछि। काहेकि सत्संग को एमिति किछ माने खालीटारे ही मैन मेकिंग इंस्टीट्यूशन कुहा जाइनी। सत्संगर प्रयोजनीयता जीवन रे पुरुषोत्तम को धरी चलीबार आवश्यकता कौन ता वर्तमान समय रे बहुल द्रष्टव्य। सत्संगर कथाटा को भावादर्शटा को जदि आमे प्रकृतरे उपस्थापना करी देखिबा एहा किछि नुआ नुहे सत्य। कारण वैदिक जुगरे रामंकर समय रे, कृष्णंकर समय रे, बुद्धंकर समय रे, जीशुंकर समय रे, मोहम्मदकर समय रे, श्री चैतन्य देव रामकृष्ण देवंकर समय रे मध्य गुरु ग्रहणर प्रथा अत्यंत भाबरे ही प्राचीन। आम मानकर गुरुकुल आश्रमर कथा मध्य अत्यंत प्राचीन। किंतु वर्तमान समय रे घड़ी संधि मुहूर्त रे जुगर एते द्रुत अग्रगति रे पुरुषोत्तमंकु सार्विक भावे गुरु रूपे ग्रहण करी चालिबार प्रयोजनीयता कौन ताहा सत्संगर भावादर्शरु स्पष्ट प्रमाणित हुए। सत्संग हमको कौन शिक्षा दिए? एठी तथाकथित भावरे पुराण शास्त्र पाठ करा जाए ना। तात्विक अर्थ को ज्ञान भित्तिरे प्रवचक माने प्रवचन दियंती नहीं, बरम एथिरे मनुष्यर जीवन चलना संबंधी प्रत्येकटी स्थिति को तर्ण तर्ण विश्लेषण करी लोक मानक आगे धरी दिया जाए जे प्रकृत रे आम मानकर जीवन ने सद्गुरु पुरुषोत्तम को आचरण सिद्ध आचार्य को ग्रहण करी चालिबार प्रयोजनीयता केते। सर्वप्रथमे सत्संगर भावादर्श होउछि सुविवाहर कथा देखंतु। आजि सुविवाह नाही, सुप्रजनन नाही, तेणु उन्नत संतान आउ जन्मु नाहंती। आमे विवेकानंदंकर गर्भरे गौरवान्वित। आमे शंकराचार्य को जानू, संत ज्ञानेश्वर को जानू, आहुरी भी अनेक सिद्ध भारतीय संत अछंती जोथि पई कि भारत देवभूमि तथा आर्यभूमि। किंतु 1900 मसीहा परे प्रायतः आमे आउ अलगा कोनसी महापुरुष माननकु देखिबाकू पाई नहु। एहार कारण प्रजनन परिशुद्धिर अभाव। आपण जो भी धार्मिक प्रवचन स्थल को जिबे सबु जगारे किछिटा भाबरे आपण को ध्यान करिवार कथा, नाम जप करिवार कथा, भगवानकर गुण कीर्तन करिवार कथा कुहा जाए। किंतु को फोरम को आपण जानतु, को जगारे आपण केबे भी पाइबेनी वर्णाश्रम को मानि चलिबार कथा, प्रजनन परिशुद्धिर कथा, सुविवाहर कथा, अनुलोम प्रतिलोम विवाहर कथा, किभଳି खाइबा, किभଳି पिंधिबा, किभଳି चलिबा, किभଳି कथा कहिबा, आउ जीवन व्यापी ब्रह्म परम ब्रह्मंकठु आरंभ करी क्षुद्र कीट पर्यंत समस्तंक जीवनर समस्यार समाधान जाहांकर 115 खंड पुस्तक भितरे लिपिबद्ध, जाहांकर बाणी 25,000 को अतिक्रम करी आम मानकर जीवन कौनसी जिनस को से बाकी छाड़ी नाहंती तांकर जीवन आदर्श भितरे। तांकर गोटिए मात्र उद्देश्य कर पाओ, कर हुओ आ पाओ। तो आमे माने केमिति करिबा से करिबा उपरे ही निर्भर करे आम मानकर पाइबा। सेतमे ठाकुरंकर गोटिए कथा, ईश्वर इच्छा तेमनी हेबे जेमनी चलबो तुमी, फसल तुम्हार तेमनी हेबे जेमनी उर्वर जमी। ईश्वरंकर इच्छा सेमिति हबो जेमिति तुमे चलिबो, तांकर इच्छा बोली किछि नाही। कारण तांकर इच्छा को मूर्तायित करिबा, जीवंत करी तोलिबार जो ऐकांतिक प्रयोजनीयता रहिछि ताहा मनिष केते दूर हृदयंगम करि परिछि ता गोटे आनुमानिक व्यापार। आउ आम मानकर चिंता चलन वास्तविक व्यवहार प्रत्येकटी पदक्षेप भितरे ही रहिछि आम मानकर अग्रगति ना अनुन्नति। आउ गोटे प्रसंग को आसीबा, सत्संगर आलोचना विषय रे आमे केवल सत्संगर फॉर्मेट टाकू टिके देखिबा। सत्संग केमिति जीवन वृद्धि द इंस्टीट्यूशन, केमिति मैन मेकिंग इंस्टीट्यूशन, सत्र संग कले, सत्र शरणापन्न हेले, सद्गुरुंकर आश्रय ग्रहण कले मनुष्यर मानविकतार स्थिति रे कोन परिवर्तन हुए, आमे ठाकुरंकर दीक्षार धारा उपरे टिके विश्लेषण करिबा। सत्संगर केवल सत्संगर भावादर्श देखंतु, जीवन चलना तो बहुत व्यापक, क्षुद्र समय भितर ताकू धरि हबो नाही। केवल सत्संगर फॉर्मेट टी आपण देखंतु। प्रथमे शुद्धपूत भाबरे आम माननकु दिया जायछि प्रार्थना करिबा पई। ए प्रार्थना रे आमे माने जहा गाउ सेथिरे रहिछि कोन, काहे कि आमे माने दिओळी प्रार्थना करिबा। ए जो गुरु ग्रहणर प्रयोजनीयता, दीक्षा ग्रहणर आवश्यकता, आउ से पुनी सद्गुरु पुरुषोत्तम को नेई चलिबार आवश्यकता कोन। पुरुषोत्तम होचନ୍ତି महाबन्या। अनेक साधु संत सद्गुरु अनेक रहिचंती। भारत वर्ष देव प्रसविनी, वीर प्रसविनी, एठी ज्ञानी गुणी महात्मा मानकर अभाव नाही। किंतु आपण देखंतु पुरुषोत्तम आ अलगांक भितरे फरक कोन। फरक होचे या जे पुरुषोत्तम होचंती महाबन्या आ महासमुद्र। नदी नाଳରେ भी बन्या आसे किंतु सेथिरे कौन हुए किछि किछि अलिया आवर्जना जाए किंतु महासमुद्र भितरे समग्र नद नदीर जल पतित हुअन्ति। गीतारे भगवान श्रीकृष्ण अर्जुन को कहउचंती रुचिनाम वैचित्र दुर्जिहु कुटिलाना पथुजुसाम नृणोमीक गम्यस्तमसि पयः साम नवाइवम जे जथामं प्रपद्यन्ते तांस्तं थैव भजाम्यहम् मम वर्तमानुवर्तन्ते मनुष्याः पार्थ सर्वसाः। रुचिर वैचित्र वसतः प्रकृतिर वैचित्र वसतः जेभଳି विभिन्न नद नदीर जल आसी समुद्र रे पतित हुअन्ति महासमुद्र रे पतित हुअन्ति ठीक सेही भଳି हे पार्थ मनीष जो भी भाव अवलंबन करी जो प्रकारर काम करी आसुना काहींकी जेते भी देवादेवी को पूजा करी आसुना काहींकी सर्वतोमुखी रूपे से मोरी दिगकु ही अग्रसर हुए कारण अल्टीमेटली तांको पाखकु आमकु जीवाकु पड़िबो कारण आम मानकर सत्ता ही होउची ईश्वरीय सत्तार अंश विशेष आउ से ईश्वरंकर जीवंत नर विग्रह तांकर मूर्तिमंत रूप स्वरूप होचंती जुग माफिक जुग पुरुषोत्तम जेतेबेले जी आसंती जुग पुरुषोत्तमंकर आविर्भाव रे तांकु ही ग्रहणीय पूर्वतन समस्ते ही तांकरी भितरे परिपूरयमाण ही अछंती तेणु से वैशिष्ट्य पड़े आपूरयमाण मनीषर समस्त वैशिष्ट्य को पूर्ण करी ताकू जे बहु ऊर्ध्व को नहीं जाई पारंती से होचंती आर्य कृष्टिर परम उद्धाता समग्र आर्य कृष्टि को आगमन करिबा पाई ही जहांकर आगमन कारण आर्य कृष्टि जदि बंचिबो ताले समग्र पृथ्वी बंचिबो आर्य शब्द भितरे किंतु आर्यन कल्चर कथा कुहाउनी आर्यन शब्दर अर्थ भितरे रहिची आ रुण्यत रुण्यत रु माने हला तद्मुखी गति बा चलन मनीष जो चलन जो स्वस्ति संवर्धनी मुख चलन भितर दे गति करिबा भितर दे तार अस्तित्व रक्षा पाए तार सत्ता रक्षा पाए तार जीवन जस आ वृद्धि उन्नतिर मार्ग रे परिचालित हुए ता ही होउची आर्य आ ता होउची आर्य कल्चर आर्यन कल्चर बा संस्कृति जहाँ भितरे मनीषर बंचिबा बढ़िबा साढ़ा प्राय जे समस्त पूर्वतन पुरुषोत्तमंकर अग्रणी तांकु ही वर्तमान धरी चलिबार प्रयोजनीयता केते दूर ताटिके आमे विश्लेषण करिबा ठीक सेही बेले आपण देखंतु एई जे प्रार्थनार कथा कहुथिली प्रार्थना भितरे रहिची प्र रु थन जुच टाप आ प्रकृष्ट रूपरे देई जिबा नेई जिबा परिबा भितर देई जहाँ आमे मूर्त करू ता ही प्रार्थना प्रार्थना केवल भावर स्वरर छंदर शाब्दिक ताल नुही प्रार्थना होची आम मानकर जीवन ऐकांतिक रूपरे करणीय अमोघ अस्त्र जहाँ भितर देई सेई ट्रिक बा कौशल आमको दिया जाइची जहाँ भितरे आमे ईश्वरंक पाखरे उपनीत हबु तेणु ही सर्वप्रथमे सत्संगर फॉर्मेट रे देखंतु दुई ओळी प्रार्थना करिवार व्यवस्थाटा रहिची मनीष सर्वाग्रे सत्संग को आसिले प्रार्थना करने को हुए तापरे आमे देखु बाणी पाठ बाणी गुड़ाक भितर जीवन समस्त समस्या समाधान रही एभली कौन से आम मानकर जीवन में समस्या नहीं एभली कौन से प्रश्न आमे भाबी परिबानी ताठू माने मोर देन 1000 और 1 लाख टाइम्स अधिका जीवन समस्यार समाधान ठाकुरंकर विभिन्न कथा बही गुड़ाक बाणी बही गुड़ाक प्रदत्त गोटे गोटे आलोचना 5 पेज 6 पेज को मध्य अतिक्रम करी जहाँ साधारण मनीषर मस्तिष्क रे ढुके ना केतेरु केते ज्ञानी केतेरु केते विज्ञानी जहाँक पाखरे मथा नत सेही प्रकार आभाशाली पुरुष होचंती श्री श्री ठाकुर जेतेबेले ठाकुरंकर प्रथम बाणी प्रदत्त हेइथिला इंग्लिश र प्रथम बाणी जो द बूमिंग कमोशन जहाँ आपण देखुचनी चलार साथी बही प्रथमे सृजन प्रगति सेतेबेले अमेरिकार ऑक्सफोर्ड यूनिवर्सिटी रो बड़ बड़ प्रोफेसर को पाखक मध्य पठा जाइछि आ तांकु देखिला परे तांकर गोटिए ही मंतव्य जे बाणी को किए प्रदान करिसंती जदि बाणी रो गोटिए भी शब्द आमे माने चेंज करि जाऊ ताले टोटाली 4 पेज रो बाणी रो शब्द रो परिवर्तन हे जिवो तेनु दशम पास करि पारि नथिबा निजर पैसा को तांकर सांग को देई श्री श्री ठाकुर पाखरे ए प्रकार अभिव्यक्ति देखा मिले जहाँकि जुगोपयोगी आ समस्त लोकों को अतिक्रम करी आउ गोटे पॉइंट मध्य मार्केबल आम मान को नामध्यान कथा कह जाइछि नामध्यान भितर दे हुए कौन हार्वर्ड यूनिवर्सिटी आ कोपेनहागन यूनिवर्सिटी रो गवेषणारु यह स्पष्ट प्रमाणित रिसर्च आर्टिकल मध्य आपण माने देखि पारंती जे जो माने नियमित भाव 45 मिनिट रु घंटाटे नाम ध्यान करती सेमानंकर मस्तिष्क एभली सूक्ष्म साड़ा प्रवण हुए सेंसिटिव हुए स्नायु केंद्र को ग्रहण करी चाले जहाँ भीतर दे मनीषर तल्लीन दृष्टि प्रोमिनेंट हो जाए मनीषर मस्तिष्क भितर रही पिनियल ग्लैंड और पिट्यूटरी ग्लैंड पिनियल ग्लैंड क्षरण करे मेलाटोनिन और पिट्यूटरी ग्लैंड को कहंती बा पीयूष ग्रंथि बोली ताको कहंती मास्टर ऑफ एंडोक्राइन ऑर्केस्ट्रा ऑर्केस्ट्रा आपण माने जानती जो बैंड फैंड सब गीत फीत सब बजा हुए आम मस्तिष्क बैंड हूँ से पिट्यूटरी ग्लैंड जे कि 9टी हार्मोन को क्षरण करे देहर समस्त जिनस को कंट्रोल जे करे से होची से पिट्यूटरी ग्लैंड तेणु से पिनियल ग्लैंड रे ठाकुरंकर ई अष्टादश स्तर नाम को कंपन करिबा भितर देई मस्तिष्कर समस्त जो 100 बिलियन न्यूरॉन बिलियन 10 टू द पावर 9 100 बिलियन कहले 10 टू द पावर 11 नंबर ऑफ जो स्नायु रही समस्त पाखरे कंपन पहुंचीबा मात्रे ही आरंभ हो जाए सेमानंकर सूक्ष्म तंतु जालिकारी ग्रहणर क्षमता वैज्ञानिक माने मध्य जानती जे हमर एते गुडी स्नायु काहे की दिया जाइछि साधारण मनीष ता ब्रेन र 2 रु 2.5% यूज करके काम करे आइंस्टाइन कर ब्रेन 7.5% डेवलप थिला बोली आइंस्टाइन बहुत ब्रिलियंट हाईली टैलेंटेड माने वर्तमान शताब्दी महान वैज्ञानिक भितर गणा जामती तांका ब्रेन सेतिकी डेवलप थिला आउ स्पिरिचुअली जो माने साउंड तांकर ब्रेन आउ टिके डेवलप कुआ जे विवेकानंद ब्रेन 33% डेवलप थिला जणा नै तार प्रमाण नीडेड साइटेशन नीडेड किंतु एहा को मध्य प्रमाण करी देखा जाइछि जे 6 मास नाम र कंपन गोटे निर्दिष्ट नाम को गोटे निर्दिष्ट मंत्र को बारंबार की जप करिबा फଳରେ मनीषर मेधा शक्ति तार स्मृति शक्ति आउ तार ब्रेन नो पावर दिन को दिन डेवलप हेई चालीला एई गवेषणार से माने उपनीत हेले जदि एभली कोनसी गोटी नाम जहा को आमे माने बीज मंत्र बोली कहू तार कंपन जदि मस्तिष्कर सूक्ष्म स्नायु गुणा करे प्रवेश करे आम मानकर ब्रेन ने रही सेरेब्रोस्पाइनल फ्लूइड जहा की गति करी जाइछि आम मानकर स्पाइनल कलम बा वर्टिब्री बा मेरुदंड बोली जहा को आमे कहू आम मानकर मळ द्वार ऊपर गोटे बोन रही देखंतु जहा को की कहंती कॉसिजियल बोन बा कॉसिक्स मळ द्वार ठीक ऊपरे आम मानकर शास्त्र रे कुंडलिनी चक्र कथा वर्णित षड कुंडलिनी चक्र रही भेद करि पारले ही आहुरी ऊपर स्तर को दर्शन करा जाए किंतु कुंडलिनी चक्र कथा भी कहीं बुझंतीनी नाम र कंपन र कथा भी कहीं बुझंतीनी केवल पिनियल ग्रंथि रे नाम र कंपन कले ही जहा की 2 भ्रूलतार 1.5 इंच भितर रही आज्ञा चक्र जहा को कहू 1.5 इंच भितर रही सेठी ही नाम र कंपन कले जदि 45 मिनिट रु तदुर्ध्व आमे करि पारू आमर अपारगता वशतः अनेक भाव में पारुना किंतु उपयुक्त भाव में जदि आमे करि पारू ताहाले मस्तिष्कर सूक्ष्म सूक्ष्म स्नायु कोष गुड़ाक एभली उत्तेजित हुए जे आम मानकर थिबा इड़ा पिंगला और सुषुम्ना कांड बा सुषुम्ना स्नायु एका भावरे ही उत्तेजित हुए आ सुषुम्ना स्नायु जहाँ आम मानकर मेरुदंडे प्रवाहित होईची ताहा एभली उत्तेजित हुए जे मनीष को अति मानव परिणत करे मनीष स्मृति बाही चेतना लाभ करे तार पूर्व पूर्वर जन्म वृत्तांत को स्मरण करिवार क्षमता रखे निज देह को सुस्थ रखे नाम बल से क्लियर भॉइंस बा अतीन्द्रियता को लाभ करे ए कथा को प्रमाण करिसेंती हार्वर्ड यूनिवर्सिटी रो प्रोफेसर गवेषक माने तापरे आसुची देखंतु ठाकुरंकर खाद्यर विधान मु खाली चुंबक रे छुई जाउची कारण समय स्वल्पतारे बहु जिंस को मु छुई पारु नाही किंतु जुग पुरुषोत्तम को धरी चालीबार आवश्यकता कोन ता ऊपर संक्षेप रे ही मु आलोकपात करूची तांकर खाइबार व्यवस्था देखंतु 2016 मसियार जर्मन रो पब्लिश लिटरेचर आपण जानंती जर्मनी रो सेकंड लैंग्वेज संस्कृत किंतु भारत रे संस्कृत रो ओरिजिन हेई मध्य की अवहेला भारत को संस्कृत रो टोल बंद हेची स्मृति ईरानी आमर जे मंत्री थिले से कहिले संस्कृत पढ़ी लोक जीवे कुआडे जो संस्कृत रे आमे माने गौरवान्वित जो प्राचीन भारत वर्षर ऐतिह्य रे आमे माने महिमान्वित आज ता किभली भूलुंठित ता प्रति आमर कोनोसी प्रचेष्टा नाही किंतु ठाकुर सेही आर्य कृष्टिर परम उद्धाता जे कि बारंबार की कहिसंती संस्कृत को भारतर जातीय भाषा करि पारले भलो हुए संस्कृत भितर सब किछि ही निहित भरद्वाज विमान जंत्र शास्त्रम करिकी प्रथमे विमान उड़ैथिले किंतु आमे कहूछु राइट ब्रदर्स प्रथमे विमान उड़ैथिले जॉन डाल्टन कर परमाणु तत्व 1803 मध्य रे प्रकाशित होइतिला किंतु महर्षि कणादन को आमे जानिनु तेणु संस्कृत को भूली जाइछु प्राचीन ऐतिह्य को भूली जाइछु बोली आज आमे माने भूलुंठित तो ठाकुर से आर्य कृष्टि को पुनरुद्धार करने को जाई आम मानकर ऋषि मुनि मानकर खाद्य पेयर परंपरा को पुनश्च प्रचलन कले माछ मांस पियाज रसुण मादक द्रव्य को त्याग करिवार कथा समस्ते माछ मांसर कथा तो बुझंती क्या घृणा लगे किए खाए ना कौन ये प्रकार कथा किंतु वर्तमान आम मान डाक्तर माने मत दियंती कारण इंडिया रे तो बहुत बड़ बड़ ज्ञानी डाक्तर ना समस्ते मत दियंती घरे मध्य आम लोकंकर गोटे मानना जे माछ मांस न खाइले कुआडे बळ हुए ना किंतु बहु रिसर्च आर्टिकल यह प्रमाणित माछ मांस द्वारा आयु ह्रास हुए कारण माछ मांसर स्नायु माछ मांसर कोष होची प्राणी कोष आम मानकर कोष हैला प्राणी कोष तेणु प्राणी कोष और प्राणी कोषर सामंजस्य अधिका थिबारु आम मानक भितर साढ़ा प्रवणता लोप पाए आम मानकर रिक्वायरमेंट जल्दी फुलफिल होथिबारु आयु मध्य ह्रास पाए माछ मांसर कथा तो बुझिलु अनेक कहती पियाज रसुण कहीं खाइबुनी ता तो बुझी पारनु किंतु आमर सबु धर्मीय चलनी गुड़ाक पियाज रसुण सोरिष तेल ये सब खाइबाटा मना अति तिक्त अति कटु अति लवण युक्त खाद्य अति विदाही प्रदाही युक्त खाद्य मना कहीं 2016 जर्मन रिसर्च आर्टिकल यह प्रमाणित जे अमेरिकन सोसाइटी द्वारा मध्य एटा प्रमाणित माछ मांस सॉरी आपनकर पियाज और रसुण रे गंधकर कंटेंट केते थाए आपण जानंती आमे पियाज काटिले आम आखिरु लुह बाहरे काहेकि कारण सल्फर रो जो कंटेंट बा गंधकर जो कंटेंट एयार संस्पर्श रे आसी कि ता सल्फेनिक एसिड रे परिणत हुए तेणु आखिरु लुह बाहरे सेही जो गंधक पियाज और रसुण रो गंध केते तीव्र केते उत्कट गंध ताहा भी आपण माने जानंती तो सेही जो उत्कट गंध बा तीव्रयुक्त गंध को आमे जेतेबेले सेवन करू अर्थात ग्रहण करू आम मानकर मस्तिष्कर जो दुईटी लोब आपण देखछन हम ब्रेन टा दुईटी पार्ट रे ताको काटी देले डिवाइड हे जिवो गोटे अग्र पार्ट रे रहिछि आपनकर सेरेब्रम बा बृहत मस्तिष्क पश्चात मस्तिष्क रे रहिछि सेरिबेलम बा अग्र पश्चात मस्तिष्क तार ठीक मझा मझी गोटे पार्ट रे रहिछि आपनकर कर्पस क्यालोजम बा महासंयोजक बंध आमे जेतेबेले पियाज आ रसुण अत्यधिक परिमाण रे सेवन करू सेतेबेले अत्यधिक तो आमे सेवन करूछु साग खाइले भी खाइबू तरकारी खाइले खाइबू डाली रे पकेइबू कौनसी तरकारी हमर बिना पियाज रसुण रे हेई परिबनी किंतु हुएन्सा और फायानकर विवरणी 400 मसिया रो विवरणी रे जणा पड़े हुएन्सांकर 600 मसिया फायानकर 400 मसिया रे विवरणी रे जणा पड़े भारत रे पियाज रसुण रे चाष होउ नथिला मुस्लिम मानकर प्रभाव रे सेटा बहुळ बढ़ी गला चाइना रे प्रभाव रे बढ़ी गला किंतु भारत रो नेटिव भी पियाज रसुण नुई सेटा अमेरिकन ओरिजिन भारत रे चाष होउ नथिला किंतु सेमानकर प्रभाव रे आसी आमे मध्य खाइबाकू लागिलु तो सेई जो कर्पस क्यालोजम बा महासंयोजक बंधरे पियाज आ रसुण रु निर्गत होउतबा आलिसिन नामक केमिकल कंपाउंड जमा हबा फल रे आमर दिनकू दिन स्नायविक प्रवणता ह्रास पाए नामध्यान जो माने करंती सेमानकर रिसेप्टिविटी कमी जाए सेमानकर जो माने सेंस टा ग्रहण हबा कथा जेमती आमे पानी रे करंट पकेले धाव धाव करंट मारे किंतु आमे जदि गोटे ना कठिन पदार्थ रे दबा ताले से ट्रांसफर हबनी आमे गोटे प्लास्टिक रे दबा से जमा मारिबनी चप्पल ऊपर ठिया हेले भी करंट मारुनी से सेही भली प्लास्टिक भले काम करे से जो आलिसिन नामक केमिकल कंपाउंड सेटा जमा ही गला परे कोन हुई ना नामध्यान प्रभाव टा आउ पड़े ना तेनु स्पिरिचुअली जो सब नर्व गुणा का एक्टिवेट हेई हमर शरीर को साढ़ा जगेइबार कथा ताहा जगेई पारे नाही तेणु ही पियाज रसुण खाइबा को मना आमिषर कथा तो आपण जानती आमिष शब्दर अर्थ जहाँ रोग उत्पादन करे तेणु आम धातुर माने रोग उत्पादनकारी सेथिपई छतु मध्य खाइबा मना छतु जंगल उत्पन्न हुए तेणु मध्य आम शास्त्र मानकर तांकु निषिद्ध करा जायछि मनुस्मृति रे ताहा माने ठीक रे ताकू बारण करा जायछि जदि आजिकाली कल्टिवेटेड छतु ता खिया जाई पारे किंतु बहुत परिमाण रे खाइले तार कुप्रभाव मध्य पड़े इवन इफ जदि एमिति जुक्ति केही करे जे क्षीर आ दही जो आपण वेजिटेरियन खाउचंती ताहा कोन जुक्ति जुक्त ठाकुर एक कथा मध्य बारण करिसंती हां क्षीर आ दही मध्य अत्यधिक परिमाणर आपनकर एनिमल प्रोटीन हेतिबारु ताहा मध्य बेसी परिमाणर ग्रहणीय नुहे सेथिरे मध्य कुप्रभाव पड़े ब्रजगोपाल दत्तरायंकर माने आलोचना प्रसंग जो जीवनी द्वितीय वॉल्यूम द्रष्टव्य तापरे आसुची आपनकर सत्संग रे देखंतु ए कीर्तन करिवार गोटे प्रोसेस भजन त आमे जानू हमकु मधुर लागे गीत हमर बहुत अवस्था को दूरीकरण करे किंतु कीर्तन रो कथा देखंतु कीर्तन रे कोन होउची कीर्तन रे जो गिनी खंजणी बड़ा जाउची सेटा वर्षा हबारे सहाय्य करूची फर्स्ट पॉइंट सेकंड पॉइंट कीर्तन रे एभली गोटी शक्ति अछि जहां मनुष्यर मानसिक स्तर को ऊर्ध्व को नहीं जाउची जदि प्रकृति रे भावायित हेई उन्मत्त हेई केही कीर्तन करे ताहले ता भितरे सेई सांसारिक भव मोह मायार दुख कष्ट को काटी चलीबार अदम्य क्षमता नित्य प्रत्यक्ष जागृत हुए यह विज्ञान सम्मत भाव व्याख्या आ प्रमाणित तापरे ଆପଣ ଦେଖନ୍ତୁ ସତ୍ସଙ୍ଗର ଏଇ ଯୋଉ ଭାବାଦର୍ଶ, ଆମେ ସତ୍ସଙ୍ଗରେ କଣ ଆଲୋଚନା କରୁଛେ, କଣ କଥା କହୁଛେ, ଏଠି ଆଲୋଚନା କରିବାର ପ୍ରୟୋଜନୀୟତା କଣ, ଏଠି ଆଲୋଚନା କରିବାର ପ୍ରାସଙ୍ଗିକତା ଏଇ ଯେ ପ୍ରତ୍ୟେକଟି ମଣିଷ, ଯୋଉଟା ପ୍ରଥମରୁ ମୁଁ କହୁଥିଲି, ଏଭ୍ରି ହାଉସ ଇଜ ଟୁ ବି ରିକନଷ୍ଟ୍ରକ୍ଟେଡ, ଏଇ କଥାଟାକୁ ଆମେ ବୁଝିବା। ପ୍ରତ୍ୟେକଟି ଘରକୁ ନୂଆ ଭାବରେ ତିଆରି କରିବାର, ଘରଟା ନୂଆ ଭାବରେ ମାନେ ଆଜି ତ ଆମେ ଏତେ ସୁନ୍ଦର ମାର୍ବଲ ପକେଇ ପୁରା ମାନେ ଏତେ ମାନେ ଚକାଚକ କରୁଛେ, ଆଖି ପୁରା ଲାଖି ଯାଉଛି, ତାପରେ ବି ଘରକୁ ତିଆରି କରିବା କଣ? ଘର ଆମ ମାନଙ୍କର ଭାଙ୍ଗଣ ସ୍ଥିତି କାହିଁକି? କାହିଁକି ଆମ ମାନଙ୍କ ଭିତରେ ସହିବା ବହିବାର କ୍ଷମତା ନାହିଁ? କଣ ପାଇଁ ଆଜି ବାପାର ପୁଅର ପଡୁନି? କାହିଁକି ଆଜି ନାରୀ ବ୍ୟଭିଚାରିଣୀ? କାହିଁକି ଆଜି ଦୁଷ୍ଟର ପଥରେ ଜନସମାଜ ଗତି କରିଛି? ସମସ୍ତେ ଖାଲି କହିବେ ସମାଜରେ ଏଇ ନିୟମ ରହିଛି, ସେଠି ସେଇଆ ରହିଛି, ଏମିତି। କିନ୍ତୁ କେହି କେବେ ଚିନ୍ତା କରିଛନ୍ତି ଏହାର ମୂଳ କାରଣ କଣ? ଆଜି ସମାଜରେ ସରକାର ଦାରିଦ୍ର୍ୟକୁ ନିରାକରଣ କରିବା ପାଇଁ କେତେ ପ୍ଲାନିଂ କରୁଛନ୍ତି, କିନ୍ତୁ ସତ୍ସଙ୍ଗରେ ଦାରିଦ୍ର୍ୟର ସମାଧାନ ଦିଆଯାଇଛି। ମୂଳ କାରଣ ଉପରେ କେହି ହାତ ପକାନ୍ତିନି। ତେଣୁ ସେଇ ମୂଳ କାରଣକୁ ଯିଏ ଜଣେଇ ପାରନ୍ତି ସେ ହଉଛନ୍ତି ତତ୍ତ୍ୱ ପୁରୁଷ, ଯାହାଙ୍କ ଭିତରେ ସମସ୍ତ କାରଣରୁ ମୂଳ କାରଣ ନିହିତ। କାରଣଟା କହିଛନ୍ତି, କୋଉ କୋଉ କାରଣରୁ ଦାରିଦ୍ର୍ୟ, କୋଉ କୋଉ କାରଣରୁ ନଷ୍ଟ ଚରିତ୍ର, କୋଉ କୋଉ ଦାମ୍ପତ୍ୟ ଜୀବନରେ ଯୌନ ଜୀବନ ଅସଙ୍ଗତି ହେଲେ ମଣିଷର ଗତି ମତିଭ୍ରଷ୍ଟ ହୁଏ, ସବୁ କଥା ଓପନଲି କହିଛନ୍ତି। ଅପ୍ରିୟ ସତ୍ୟ ଆମ ମାନଙ୍କର ଦେହରେ ଯିବ କି ନା ତା ଜଣା ନାହିଁ, କିନ୍ତୁ ସବୁ ଜିନିଷ ସେ ଟିଟ୍ ବାଇ ବିଟ୍ କରି କହିଦେଇଛନ୍ତି। ଯଦି ଆମେ ବୁଝିବାକୁ ଚାହୁଁ ତାହେଲେ ବୁଝିପାରୁ, ନ ବୁଝିଲା ଚାହିଁଲେ ଚେଇଁ ଶୋଇବ ଯିଏ ତାକୁ ଉଠେଇବ କିଏ, ଯେମିତି ଆମର କଥା, ସେଇ ପ୍ରକାର ଅବସ୍ଥାରେ ପରିଣତ ହବ। ତେଣୁ ତାଙ୍କ ପାଖରେ ଅଦେୟ ବୋଲି କିଛି ନାହିଁ, କିନ୍ତୁ ଆମେ କଣ ପ୍ରକୃତରେ ନିଜକୁ ସେତିକି ଯୋଗ୍ୟ କରି ତୋଳିଛୁ ତାଙ୍କର ଭାବାଦର୍ଶରେ ଭାବିତ ହେଇ ତାଙ୍କର କାମଟା ଆମେ କରିଚାଲିବୁ? ତାହେଲେ ଆମେ ବୁଝିପାରିବୁ ଯେ ଜୀବନ ବ୍ୟାପୀ ସମାଜକୁ ଗଢିବା ପାଇଁ, ଦେଶକୁ ଗଢିବା ପାଇଁ, ଜାତିକୁ ରାଷ୍ଟ୍ରକୁ ଗଢିବା ପାଇଁ, ଆଉ ସର୍ବୋପରି ପ୍ରତ୍ୟେକଟି ବ୍ୟକ୍ତି ବିଶେଷ କେମିତି ତାର ଜୀବନକୁ ପୁରା ତ୍ରୁଟି ବିଚ୍ୟୁତିକୁ ଦୂରୀକରଣ କରି ଏକ୍ସଟ୍ରିମ ଲେଭେଲରେ ପହଞ୍ଚିବ, ଯାହାଙ୍କର ବିଧାନ ସେଇଥିରେ ହିଁ ଦିଆଯାଇଛି। ଆପଣ ଦେଖନ୍ତୁ ୟା ପୂର୍ବରୁ ଆମର ସମସ୍ତ ସାଧୁ ସନ୍ଥ, ଯେତେ ସାଧୁ ସନ୍ଥଙ୍କର ଆପଣ ନାଁ ନେବେ, ସବୁରି ଭିତରେ କୁହାଯାଇଛି ଶ୍ରଦ୍ଧା, ସବୁରି ମାନେ ହେଲା ଧୈର୍ଯ୍ୟ, ଭକ୍ତି, ସମସ୍ତେ କହିଛନ୍ତି ଶ୍ରଦ୍ଧା, ଭକ୍ତି, ପ୍ରେମ, ନାମ ଧ୍ୟାନ କରିବା। ଆଚ୍ଛା, କେହି କେବେ ବର୍ଣ୍ଣାଶ୍ରମର କଥା କହିଛନ୍ତି? ଆପଣ କୌଣସି ଋଷିମୁନି ନାହିଁ, ଆପଣ କୌଣସି ବି ସାଧୁ ସନ୍ଥ 2000 ମସିହା ପରେ ଦେଖନ୍ତୁ, ମାନେ 1 ମସିହାରୁ 2000 ମସିହା ଯାଏଁ କୌଣସି ବି ସାଧୁ ସନ୍ଥ କେବେ ବର୍ଣ୍ଣାଶ୍ରମର ଅପାଳାପ, ଦେଶ ଆଉ କୃଷ୍ଟିର ଅପାଳାପ ବୋଲି କେହି କହିଛନ୍ତି? ବିବାହର ନଷ୍ଟ ଭ୍ରଷ୍ଟତା ହିଁ ସମଗ୍ର ପୃଥିବୀର ଅଧପତନର କାରଣ। ପ୍ରତିଲୋମ ବିବାହ ଯୋଗୁଁ ହିଁ ସମଗ୍ର ପୃଥିବୀ ନିଶ୍ଚିହ୍ନ ହେଇଯିବ, ସମଗ୍ର ପୃଥିବୀରୁ ମାନବ ଜାତିର ଅସ୍ତିତ୍ୱ ସମ୍ପୂର୍ଣ୍ଣ ବିଲୁପ୍ତ ହେଇଯିବ। ଏକଥା କେହି କହିଛନ୍ତି ନା? ଏ କାରଣକୁ କେହି ଧରେଇ ପାରିଛନ୍ତି? କେହି ଜଣେ ପାଶ୍ଚାତ୍ୟ ବିଜ୍ଞାନୀଙ୍କର ମତ, ମୁଁ ତାଙ୍କ ନାଁ ମନେ ପଡୁନି, ସେ ଇଂଲିଶରେ କହିଛନ୍ତି ଯେ ଶ୍ରୀ ଶ୍ରୀ ଠାକୁର ଅନୁକୂଳ ଚନ୍ଦ୍ର ବର୍ତ୍ତମାନ 20 ଶତାବ୍ଦୀରେ ଯୋଉ ୟୁଜେନିକ ସାଇନ୍ସ ର କଥା ଥୋଇ ଦେଇ ଯାଇଛନ୍ତି, ତାହା ଏହା ପୂର୍ବରୁ ଭାରତର କୌଣସି ମନୀଷୀ ବୃନ୍ଦ କହିନଥିଲେ। ଏତେ ଦୂର ବିଜ୍ଞାନର ପ୍ରମାଣିତ ଶାସ୍ତ୍ର ସମ୍ମତ ବ୍ୟାଖ୍ୟା କରିଛନ୍ତି, ଯାହାର କୌଣସି କୂଳ କିନାରା ନାହିଁ। ଆଉ ଠାକୁରଙ୍କର ସେଇ ସୁପ୍ରଜନନ ଆଉ ବିବାହ ପ୍ରସଙ୍ଗକୁ ନେଇ ଯଦି ରଖି ଦିଆଯାଏ, ତାହେଲେ ତାହା ମୋର ତ ଯେତିକି ଜାଣତ 1200 ପେଜର, ମାନେ 300 ପେଜର 4ଟି ଭଲ୍ୟୁମରେ 1200 ପେଜର ସୁନ୍ଦର ବହି ହେଇଯିବ, ଯଦି ବିଜ୍ଞାନ ସମ୍ମତ ଭାବେ ତାକୁ ବ୍ୟାଖ୍ୟା କରି ଲେଖାଯାଏ। ଶ୍ରୀ ଶ୍ରୀ ଠାକୁର ହଉଛନ୍ତି ସେଇ ଯେ କି ଆମ ମାନଙ୍କର ଜୀବନ ନଖରୁ ନାସିକା ପର୍ଯ୍ୟନ୍ତ ପ୍ରତ୍ୟେକଟି କଥାକୁ ସଜାଡିବା ପାଇଁ ଅମୋଘ ଅସ୍ତ୍ର ପ୍ରଦାନ କରିଛନ୍ତି। ତାଙ୍କର ପ୍ରତ୍ୟେକଟି ନୀତିବିଧି ଭିତରେ ହିଁ ରହିଛି ଆମ ମାନଙ୍କର ଜୀବନର ଜୀବନୀୟ ସାର୍ଥକତା। ଆଉ ସର୍ବପ୍ରଥମେ ହିଁ ଆମେ ବୁଝିବା, ଅନେକ ଅଂଶେ ଦୀକ୍ଷା ଫିକ୍ଷା ମଣିଷର ଦରକାର ନାହିଁ। ଦୀକ୍ଷା କହିଲେ ଲୋକ କଣ ବୁଝନ୍ତି? ଏଇ ଟିକେ ପୂଜା ପାଠ କରିବା, ପ୍ରାର୍ଥନା ଟିକେ କରିବା, ସକାଳୁ ଉଠି ତାଙ୍କ ଉଦ୍ଦେଶ୍ୟରେ କିଛି ନିବେଦନ କରିବା, ଏହା କେବଳ ଔପଚାରିକତା ମାତ୍ର, ଫର୍ମାଲିଟି ମେଣ୍ଟେନ ବୋଲି ଯୋଉ କଥା କହୁ। କିନ୍ତୁ ଜୀବନୀୟ ସମୃଦ୍ଧିକୁ ତିଳ ତିଳ କରି ପ୍ରତି ମୁହୂର୍ତ୍ତରେ ଆମ ମାନଙ୍କ ଭିତରେ ଯେ ନିୟନ୍ତ୍ରଣ କରନ୍ତି, ସେ ହଉଛନ୍ତି ଅନ୍ତର୍ଯାମୀ। ଅନ୍ତର୍ଯାମୀ କହିଲେ ଲୋକ କଣ ବୁଝନ୍ତି? ଅନ୍ତର୍ଯାମୀ କହିଲେ ଲୋକ ବୁଝନ୍ତି ଯେ କି ମନର ସମସ୍ତ କଥାକୁ ଜାଣିପାରନ୍ତି। କିନ୍ତୁ ଠାକୁର କହୁଛନ୍ତି ଆରେ ନା ନା, ଆମ ଦେଶରେ ବହୁତ ଲୋକ ଅଛନ୍ତି ଯୋଉମାନେ କି ଫେସ୍ ରିଡର, ଫେସ୍ ଦେଖିକି ବି ବହୁତ କଥା କହନ୍ତି। ତାହେଲେ ସେମାନେ କଣ ଅନ୍ତର୍ଯାମୀ? ଅନ୍ତର୍ଯାମୀ ମାନେ ଅନ୍ତ ଭିତରେ ରହି, ଅନ୍ତସ୍ଥ ଭିତରେ ରହି ଯେ ନିୟନ୍ତ୍ରଣ କରିପାରନ୍ତି। ୟମ୍ ଧାତୁ, ୟମ୍ ଧାତୁର ମାନେ ନିୟନ୍ତ୍ରଣ କରିବା। ତେଣୁ ଅନ୍ତର୍ଯାମୀ ଅନ୍ତର ଭିତରେ ରହି ଆମ ମାନଙ୍କର ପ୍ରତ୍ୟେକଟି ଗତିବିଧି, ପ୍ରତ୍ୟେକଟି ମୁହୂର୍ତ୍ତର ଟିଟ୍ ବାଇ ବିଟ୍ କୁ ଠକ୍ ଠକ୍ କରି ଠୋକର ଦେଇ ଯେ ଶିଖେଇ ପାରନ୍ତି, ସିଏ ହଉଛନ୍ତି ଠାକୁର। ଠାକୁର ଶବ୍ଦର ଅର୍ଥ ଯେ ଠକ୍ ଠକ୍ କରି ଶିଖେଇ ଦେଇ ପାରନ୍ତି। କବାଟରେ ଖଡ ଖଡ କଲେ ଆମେ ଉଠୁ। ସେମିତି ଆମ ମାନଙ୍କର ଜୀବନରେ ଯୋଉଠି ଭୁଲ ତ୍ରୁଟି ରହିଛି, ଯଦି ଆମେ ପ୍ରକୃତରେ ତାଙ୍କର बाणी गुड़ाक पढ़ू तांको अनुसरण करी चालू सी ही आम मानकर जीवन एकांत ध्येय एकांत अनुसरणीय एकांत अनुकरणीय हुअंती तांकर व्यतिरके आउ केही नुहंती एकमात्र पुरुषोत्तम ही अभ्रांत तांकर नीति ही अभ्रांत जदि सी ही आम मानकर जीवन केंद्र हुअंती ताहले आम मानकर जीवन प्रत्येकटी पद पदक्षेप ही फलिब अमोघ स्वर्णर प्रतिमूर्ति से ठाकुर कहते देवा देवी तू हजारे धरिता आचार्य जार इष्ट नुहे स्पष्टतर बुझी रखिता जीवन चलारे निहाती भय आचार्य 100% आचरण सिद्ध आचार्य एकमात्र पुरुषोत्तम व्यतिरके आउ धरा पृष्ठ जे केही जन्म हेले तांकु मोहमाया ग्रास करिवो एकमात्र सी ही मोहमायार ऊर्ध्वरे 100% आचरण सिद्ध तांकर जो कामटा हमकु भूल मध्य जणा पड़े साधारण मन मनीषर मस्तिष्क रे जोटा को से भूल बोली मध्य धरी पारे जदि ताकु टिके आमे निरेखिकी देखिबा टिके ऊपर को जाईकी देखिबा आमे स्पष्ट भाबरे बुझी परिबा जे धर्म को प्रतिष्ठा करिबा पई तांकर जीवन व्यापी ही युद्ध जीवन व्यापी ही संग्राम एई संग्राम ताकू ही चलई थांती पुरुषोत्तम जेतेबेले आसंती तेणु आम मानकर एटा ऐकांतिक प्रचेष्टा हवा दरकार निष्ठा हवा दरकार जे किभଳି भाबरे आमे तांकर कथाटाकू तांकर गतिविधिटाकू ठीक रे मानि चलिबा आउ देखि चलिबा एतिकी जदि आमे करि पारु प्रकृत रे तांकर भावादर्शटा आम मानकर जीवन प्रत्येकटी कथा भितरे ही रक्षा करि चलिबो तेणु पुरुषोत्तम ही जदि जीवन जीवंत आदर्श हुअंती ऐकांतिक निष्ठा सह नंदित होई आमे तांकर भावादर्श रे चली पारु ताले तांकरी भाव भितरे ही आमे अनुभव करि परिबु आम मानकर जीवन प्रत्येकटी सिहरण आ प्रत्येकटी निष्ठायुक्त मुहूर्तर प्रत्येकटी गतिविधि जय गुरु
Thank you, Professor Dr. Ramakant Misra, for your beautiful jargon and discourse. You have actually touched on all aspects of Sri Thakur's ideology around man-making institution. You talked about good hygiene, you talked about good diet, you talked about good mental, physical, and spiritual practices. You talked about the value of meditation. You also talked about the myths and wrong notions surrounding our life. You have enlightened all of us on the relevance of Sri Thakur Anukul Chandra and his ideology in making our life beautiful. Professor Dr. Ramakant Mishra, I would like to thank you from the core of my heart on behalf of Veteran Satsang. I would also like to pray at the lotus feet of Sri Thakur for a magnificent life for yourself and your family. Jai Guru.
जय गुरु
We all have been waiting to listen to our chief guest, Sri Vijay Bhushan Nanda. He has joined us. We'll just take a few more minutes before we request him to deliver his speech. We have Sri Saroj Mahantida, who has joined all the way from New Delhi. He is an eminent singer, music director, composer, ardent devotee of Sri Thakur, who enlightens all of us with his beautiful renditions. Now I request Saroj Mahantida to present a melodious and divine song at the lotus
Papia
feet of
Ghosma
Sri
is
Thakur.
with us. Saroj Mohanty Dada has not joined. Papia Ghosma is with us. She has joined. You can request.
Okay. I think due to some problem, Saroj Mahantida has not been able to join. I hope that we will have him sometime later during this session today. But we have Papia Ghosma, who has joined from Kolkata. She is also an eminent speaker, very well known, very pious and devoted to Sri Thakur. Now I'm requesting Papia Ghosma to present a beautiful song.
आप सभी को मेरा जय गुरु। मैं एक कबीर भजन पेश कर रही हूँ। मेरा आवाज क्लियर आ रहा है ना? को मान रे नयन दर्शन करने को नयन दर्शन करने को श्रवण किया सुन ज्ञान रे मत कर मोह तू मत कर मोह तू हरि भजन हो मान बदन दिया हरि गुण गाने बदन दिया हरि गुण गाने को 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 बदन दिया हरि गुण गाने को हरि गुण गाने को हरि गुण गाने को हरि गुण गाने को बदन दिया हरि गुण गाने को हाथ दिए करदान रे कहत कबीर सुनो भाई की साधो कहत कबीर सुनो भाई की साधो कंचन निपजत खान रे मत कर मोह तो मत कर मत कर मत कर मत कर मत कर मोह तो हरि भजन को मान रे मत कर मोह तो हरि भजन को मान रे नयन दर्शन करने को नयन दर्शन करने को श्रवण किया सुन
Papya Ma, your voice is not audible. Papya Ma, are you there? Maybe we missed her due to some network issues. Now I'm requesting to Dr. Vijay Bhushan Nandada, who is the Director of Economics and Statistics, Government of Odisha. Now I'm requesting him to deliver his speech regarding satsang. Jai Guru Dada.
जय गुरु
Jai Guru.
वंदे पुरुषोत्तम श्री श्री ठाकुर अनुकूलचंद्र जी का पाद पद्मरे मोर प्रणाम एवं एठारे उपस्थित समस्त संत व्यक्ति संत आत्मा को मोर प्रणाम एवं कृतज्ञता. You have given me an opportunity to connect with you, to share my life with you, and also to get the share of your life, the learning of your life. So I am extremely grateful to you all. In this context, I want to say one incident that happened very recently in my life. I was traveling from Bhubaneswar to Samastipur in Puri Jayanagar Express. There was a summer rush and the train was full, overfull, overcrowded. And there was a lot of chaos in the train. But I saw two families are there in my adjacent berth. And they were quite accommodative. They are conducting themselves in a very cool, calm manner. And they're accommodating other passengers who didn't have even a ticket. And I was quite impressed by the behavior and the disposition of the two families. They were around 7-8 people, wife, husband, and their children. And the entire family was behaving in a very different kind of manner. So then the train started its journey and train moved on. And while early in the morning I found the little boy, he is telling his mother and father, now it is time for prayer. And they all came to the lower berth and they started praying. And they prayed in such a way that the others are not disturbed. Then I started talking to them and I came to know that they will be getting down at Jasidihi. And their next destination was Deoghar. And I came to know that they are the disciples of Sri Sri Thakur Anukulchandra ji. Then that created a lot of anxiety in me, anxiousness in me, interest in me. And for a moment, there was a thought that, can I get connected to this kind of people? And just day before yesterday, Sri Harihar Pandit told me that, sir, there is one talk, there is one satsang, will you please join? Then I thought that miracle happened. I just had a wish and now my wish is being fulfilled, that I get the opportunity to get connected. So miracles happens in life. So this is an incident in my life. And many such incidents happen which I think that they are just miracles. So I readily agreed. And today, when there was a meeting and Chief Secretary has to attend that meeting, and the meeting was scheduled at 6:30, but for some reason or that was postponed to 7:15. So I also got anxious that, okay, now I missed the chance of being in the midst of this saintly people. But I always leave the things as it is. Then I said, okay, it is also fine. Let's see what desires 04. Then when I contacted me that yes, I can join. So once again, I thank you all for giving me an opportunity to be with you. And I have told Sri Panda that I will be discussing one topic that is called spiritual laws of success. 7 spiritual laws of success. This is a synthesis of a book that I have read long back by Dr. Deepak Chopra. Sorry, Dr. Deepak Chopra, and he is a spiritual scientist. And his book is 7 Spiritual Laws of Success. So that book had impressed me. So I thought that let me share that ideas that I have got, and I'm trying to put those laws into practice, and that practice is that experiment is going on, and I feel happy about that experiment, and I feel inspired by that experiment that I am doing in my life. And when we talk about 7 spiritual laws of success, then what is success? What is success in life? Whether success is a pause, success is a journey from one point to other. I became a doctor, that is my success of life. I became an engineer, that is success of life. I became an administrator, that is success of life. I become a big professional, that is success in life. I created a lot of wealth in my life, material wealth in my life. Is that success in the life? Of course, we can consider them as success. But what is that eternal success? Because those success, even though they are called success, but many times in the midst of that success, we miss the peace of life. So success is not a destination, it is a continuous journey. It is a continuous journey or a continuous expansion of your happiness, continuous expansion of prosperity and peace. I gave emphasis on prosperity also. So continuous expansion of prosperity and peace. Success is having psychological and emotional stability. Success is having a fulfilling relationship. Success is expanding yourself ever and ever, continuous expansion of yourself. There was a discussion about in a gathering among the students, and the principal was talking about do not be selfish, because selfishness is neither helpful to you nor helpful to the society. So we need to be, we need not to be selfish. When he asked me to comment on that, I told, sir, I see it differently, that instead of saying that do not be selfish, we should say that please increase yourself. And that is the principle of entire Sanatana Sanskriti, Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam. So increasing or expanding yourself to the bigger universe, that can bring you a bigger success. So this kind of, if we are looking for this kind of success, and in that context, I would like to give the summary of this topic, that is 7 spiritual laws of success. And I'm just telling you first those laws. The first law is law of pure potentiality. The second law is the law of giving and receiving, law of giving and receiving. The third law is law of karma or cause and effect. Fourth is the law of least effort. Fifth one is law of intention and desire. Sixth one is law of detachment. And seventh one is law of dharma or purpose in life. Just can I get a clarification? I am audible? Am I audible? Pandavu?
Yes, you are audible. Yes.
Okay, thank you. Thank you. So the seventh law is law of dharma or purpose of life. So let us understand very briefly in a very simple way what are these laws, and he call it spiritual laws of success, and how to apply it in your life. The first law is law of pure potentiality. That is also called the law of unity. If you understand pure potentiality, potential is ability to do. The possibility within, that is called potential. And how much you are doing, that is different, but potentiality is the maximum ability that is within you, or that is within you. And when we call it pure potentiality, and if you try to understand it, I try to understand it this way, that in the beginning there was neither existence nor non-existence. If you go back to the old dark age, we were all not existent. But the question is, are we non-existent? We are not in existence. But are we really non-existent? Because the simple answer is that we were there, but in unmanifested form. The universe was not there, but the universe was in unmanifested form. Objects were not there, but objects were in non-manifest form. If I give a practical example, if I go back to just 20 years, many things were not in this earth, like the mobile phone that is so popular nowadays. 20 years back, it was not there. 20 or 25 years back, it was not there. But the thing is that even though we are not able to see it, even though we are not able to feel it, but it was there. It was there in the unmanifested form. And somebody in somebody's consciousness, it was there. And when there was vibration in that consciousness, and that person conducted a lot of experiment, then ultimately invented this mobile phone. That means it was in unmanifested form. It may be in somebody's dream. It may be in somebody's thought. So whatever we do not see some years back, 100 years back, 1,000 years back, but now we see it. Even life was not there some thousands and thousands years back, but now we see life. So that life was neither existent nor non-existent, but it was in the consciousness of the universal potentiality. And that universal potentiality, which is infinite in nature, has the ability to manifest anything and everything. The galaxy, the stars, the planetary system, the life, human life, animal life, everything, the infinite potentiality has the ability to manifest it. So we are all a part, and why it is called law of unity? Because that pure potentiality permeates everywhere. That energy in pure form, pure potentiality means energy in pure form, permeates everywhere. So that is called unity. The pure potentiality that is within me, that is within you, that is within him, and they are all same in nature. So thing is that how we can apply those pure law, pure potentiality within ourselves to create whatever we wish to create, maybe abundance in abundance flow of everything, abundance flow of material prosperity, abundance flow of love, affection, everything. That pure potentiality has the, and if we get aligned to that pure potentiality, then we can manifest our dreams, we can manifest our thoughts. So that is what it is told there. And why I tell it with so much conviction, because I have also applied few of the things in my life and found it quite working. May not be in a very big scale, but in small scale it is working. And how to be aligned with the pure potentiality so that you can also create those things in your life with effortless ease. So to get aligned, the first thing is that observing silence. Be in silent state. Practice silence. That means you are just yourself. No vibration. No thought crossing your mind. Then second thing is that commune with the nature. Nowadays, we are not spending time with the nature. Many people, still some people are there. Many people are also there. They love to be in nature. So communicating with the nature, listening to the flutter of the birds, observing the flower, listening to the, smelling the fragrance of the flower, observing the flowing river, the flowing stream, the mountain that is created out of the intelligence of this, the jungle that is created out of the intelligence of the seed. So communing with nature is a way of getting yourself aligned with the nature, Prakriti. Because Prakriti is having that pure potential energy and infinite potentiality, and nature manifests everything with effortless ease. दिन होने के लिए नेचर को तकलीफ उठाना नहीं पड़ता है, कोशिश नहीं करना पड़ता है. दिन होता है, सूरज ढलता है, सूरज उगता है, ये अपने आप से होता है. पूरा सिस्टम चलता है, कोई एफर्ट की जरूरत नहीं होता है. And third thing is that many times we waste our energy being judgmental. ये बुरा है, ये भला है, ये ठीक से नहीं चलता है, वो ठीक से नहीं चलता है, ये गलत काम है, ये सही काम है. इस जजमेंट करते करते दिन भर ऑफिस में, घर पे हमारी सारी एनर्जी वेस्ट हो जाती है. So 3 things we need to do to be aligned to the pure potential field of energy: observing silence, spending time with the nature, and practicing non-judgment. Because the world is as perfect as it should be as on depth. भगवान ने इस दुनिया को बनाया है, अपना इंटेलिजेंस से बनाया है, तो आज जिस हालत में दुनिया है ये भगवान की क्रिएशन है, वो सही ढंग से आज के दिन में. कल क्या होगा मुझे पता नहीं, आपको भी पता नहीं, किसी को भी पता नहीं. So this is in simple way I understand the law of pure potentiality. Then second is the law of giving and receiving. You see, this world is operating through dynamic exchange of energy. Energy is neither created nor destroyed, but it gets transformed from one form to the other. Again, it gets back to the potential field also. And whatever you want to get, first of all, you have to give that thing. That is called circulating energy in your life. For example, if I want to get love and I go on begging for love, anybody will give me love? If I want to love flow in my life, then I have to be love myself. I have to be that incarnation of love, spreading and have a heart full of love and loving everybody, loving the friends, the foes. So the man, animal, everybody. So if your life is circulating love to the society, then love circulates in your life. Similarly, if I want to get appreciation, then I must appreciate others very genuinely. Because everybody has got certain attributes to be appreciated. But what we do, instead of appreciating, we always find the attributes which we can depreciate. So this way, the law of giving and receiving works in your life, and we need to practice it. I used to tell my children, never go to any friends without a gift. So my daughter asked me, you are not giving that much of pocket money so that I can take gifts to all my friends. So gift need not necessarily be a material gift. I told her, you can take chocolates, that much pocket money I'm giving you. You can take a chocolate for your friend, it may cost you 5 rupees. You can take a flower. You can take compliments written on a piece of paper, but never go to your friends without taking a gift. Similarly, whoever comes in your life throughout the day, go on giving them. What you can give, you may not have that much prosperity and material wealth to distribute wealth, because wealth is, we cannot create unlimited wealth for distribution. You can distribute yourself. You can share your ideas. You can share your knowledge. You can have a good wish for them without themselves knowing them. Even somebody is passing by you, send him a good wish without the person knowing about it, without the animal knowing about it. Have a good wish for that person, that living being. So that is means wherever I go and whoever I encounter, I will bring them a gift. A gift may be a material gift, or a gift may be a soft gift of wish, a compliment, a flower. Then third thing that we need to practice, do not accumulate wealth. Create abundance of wealth should flow in your life, but not necessarily that you will hoard all this wealth, because if you hoard it, then that is against the principle of natural laws. That is against the principle in which universe operates. Universe doesn't want to hoard anything. Water flows down from the mountain to the river to the ocean. Again, it evaporates and goes to the sky, and then again it comes in the form of rain, and it goes and circulating in the universe. There is abundance of water for everywhere. Air flows and flows in a circular motion. There is abundance of air in the universe for everywhere. The world is full of abundance. The world is full of wealth. So the wealth should circulate in your life. It's not coagulate. So the third thing is that what I said, make a commitment to keep wealth circulating in life by giving and receiving life's most precious gift. Gift of caring, gift of affection, gift of appreciation, and gift of love. So this is a nutshell, the essence of law of giving. Then third is the law of karma, or cause and effect. And this is well discussed, well debated, the law of karma in our Bhagavad Gita, in Upanishads, it is well discussed. But what is that? What kind of karma? While doing a karma, put two questions to yourself. Is that karma beneficial to me? If it is yes, then do not stop there. Ask, is that karma beneficial to the people around me? Is that karma beneficial to the society around me? So if the question is yes, then make the choice of doing that karma. So choice of doing the karma, making a choice is important. Then third thing, am I comfortable in doing that? Is my heart approving comfort, or there is a discomfort level in my heart? Because heart gives a signal that whether doing the right thing, the wrong thing. If you do it, otherwise, if you ignore, what we have done, we have ignored the conscience, conscientious choice. We have ignored the signal given by your heart and got indulged in doing all kinds of wrong things, which is neither beneficial to the person concerned doing it, nor beneficial to the society in which he is living. Then that becomes a practice, habit, and sanskar, and you get trapped in that trap. So my point is that how to implement that law of karma in life that I have already shown. Then fourth law is the law of least effort. Everybody says you cannot get success without hard work. You cannot success is about hard and do things with least effort. Can you get maximum output with minimum of effort? And that is what the universe does. फूल खिलता है, उसको खिलने के लिए कोशिश नहीं करना पड़ता है। मानसून होता है, मानसून होने के लिए उसको कोशिश नहीं करना पड़ता है, यूनिवर्स नेचर को कोशिश नहीं करना पड़ता। So everything in the nature happens with effortlessness, without any effort. And हमारी शास्त्रों में तो क्या कहा गया है, भगवान विष्णु जो है इस सारा संसार को चलाने वाला, वो अनंत शयन में सोए हुए हैं लक्ष्मी की गोद में, संसार चलता रहता है, इतना एफर्टलेसली वो पूरा संसार को मैनेज करते हैं। तो कैन वी मैनेज आवर लाइफ विथ एफर्टलेस ईज, with applying the law of least effort into our life? Then how to do it? The question is how to do it, how to apply that law of least effort in our life. हम हमेशा क्या करते हैं, हम सब रिजेक्ट करते हैं। We are not accepting anybody, accepting the person in our life, accepting the place in our life, and accept the situation as it is. We do not accept it, and that is the breeding point of wasting all our energy. You are working in the office, sitting in a room, and your authority asks you, leave that room, go to the other place. Then there will be discontentment, that you are not able to accept the change of place. You were sitting with a friend and somebody asks you to leave that seat and go to the third bench, fourth bench, or to the first bench. Then you are not able to accept it because I am sitting with my friend. I am doing a job, I am not able to accept the job. I am very unhappy with the job. In this way, we are always struggling between acceptance and rejection, and life becomes hard. But the first principle of getting law of least effort into your life, that practice acceptance. Today, I will accept people, situation, circumstance, and events as they occur. 30 साल से wife and husband, they are staying together, but they are not able to accept each other. सब में कमी दिखता है, हस्बैंड को वाइफ में कमी दिखता है, वाइफ को हस्बैंड से कमी दिखता है. So accept your son as he is, just accept your daughter, son, child as they are, and accept your wife or accept your husband as they are, because always we go on trying to change others, and in that process we spend all our constructive and creative energy, and we are not able to achieve anything like this. Then, having accepted the thing as they are, I must take responsibility for my situation and my events. Always what we do, if there is a problem, then I am not responsible for the problem. If there is success, I am quite responsible for that success. But if I am facing problem, I am not responsible for that problem, and others are responsible for it. Thing is that the reverse is true. Having accepted the situation as it is, also accept the responsibility that situation is for that situation. Then only you will think on how the problem can be solved, and how the problem can be solved miraculously. And do not defend. And always you try to defend. मैं वो नहीं बन पाया क्योंकि मेरे पास वो नहीं था, ये नहीं था. This kind of thoughts comes to us, and we always go on defending ourselves because my success is not due to myself. My failure is due to somebody else's contribution. It may be the contribution of the people around me. It may be the contribution of the circumstance that I am going through, but never I take the responsibility. So this is how the fourth law, the law of least effort, can be worked into your life. And this I have tried myself many times, and I have got result. Then fifth, having gone through that first four laws, the law of pure potentiality, the law of giving and receiving, the law of karma, the law of least effort, the fifth one is law of intention and desire. Law of intention and desire. And intention is the seed. Because in the intention, there is intelligence. And in the desire, there is a seed. And when there is a seed, there is a pure intention and desire. The universe conspires to provide a circumstance to manifestation of that desire, manifestation of that intention. Going back, I was referring to that many things we are not seeing. Today we are communicating through the laptop, through the mobile phone. We are getting connected, being in the distance. But those medias, those hardwares, those softwares were not few years back, maybe 25 years back. But now we all see it because it was in somebody's desire, somebody's intention. So have intention and desire to do the right kind of karma, which will be beneficial for yourself and for the society at large. So somebody dreamt of all those things and those dreams got manifested. So go on dreaming, go on having intention and desire. So that is the fifth law of intention and desire. And how to make it work in your life. If you have a desire and intention, keep it in writing. This is what I want to do. This is my desire. This is my intention. And then to fulfill that desire and intention, what I will do. What objectives I need to fulfill. Focus on it. See it in the morning, see it in the evening, see it in the noon, and get immersed in it. Then you will find the entire universe will conspire and you will follow the right track, right path of action to manifest that intention and desire into reality.
So may I request you to conclude in the next couple of minutes, sir?
Yes. Because now I have stated fifth law, the law of intention and desire, and two more laws are there. 2-3 minutes I will take, not more.
Thank you.
So the sixth law, the law of detachment. And what happens in the attachment, there is a struggle. But when you do the karma being detached, we get attached to our family, attached to the society, we get attached to the people around us, we get attached to the places around us, situation around us. So practice the law of detachment. Everything that you are doing, even the desire you are having, but that desire with a detachment, with focus, with passion, but detachment. What is the detachment? The result of it. Don't get attached to the result of your karma, result of your desire or intention. So practicing law of detachment every now and then, that will give you the strength. That is the sixth law, law of detachment. Then the law of dharma, seventh one, law of dharma or purpose in life. This law states dharma. That means everybody has got one talent, inherent talent, and that talent should be put to the right use. जमती भगवान कृष्ण अर्जुन कहते युद्ध करवा तो धर्म, purpose of life, for the sake of establishing dharma, you have to follow the path of war. So, and he has the talent of a warrior. Similarly, all of us, we have got inherent talent, unique talent, and that talent should be put to use to the maximum potential for the welfare of the whole world. So that is the law of dharma or purpose in life. So this is a nutshell that I have tried to synthesize that. And once again, I'm extremely thankful being with you. And I was listening to the discourse earlier also, and I have been hugely benefited by the discourse. So thank you very much. And I pray at the lotus feet of Thakur Sri Anukul Chandra Purushottam Bande Purushottam Jai Guru.
Thank you, Sri Vijay Bhushan Nandaji, for your beautiful discourse. The incident that you narrated at the beginning, citing the example of a family that you met in the train, demonstrated the value of discipline. And Sri Thakur Anukul Chandra once said, if you want to have discipline in life, you must become a disciple first.
Practicing discipline is important.
Thakur said, if you want to have discipline in life, you must become a disciple first. Without being a disciple, one cannot become disciplined. The word discipline has come from the word disciple. That's what I was remembering when I listened to your incident. Thank you for sharing the 7 laws of spirituality. Very aptly, you shared each one of them at length with great examples from our personal life, with very practical yet simple examples, which were profound. Sri Vijay Bhushan Nandaji, I would like to express the gratitude on behalf of the Veteran Satsang webinar series. And I would like to pray at the lotus feet of Sister Thakur for the well-being of yourself and your family and your neighborhood. Thank you very much. Jai Guru. After this enlightening speech by Sri Vijay Bhushan Nanda, Director, Economics and Statistics, Government of Odisha, we will move on to our next speaker, Professor Dr. Trinath Maharana Sahaprati of Sri Thakur. I would like to request him to present his discourse or deliberation very briefly. It's almost 10 p.m. So I would request Trinatha to be brief, but enlighten all of us with his magnificent words. Professor Dr. Trinath Maharana.
Jai Guru Jai.
Jai Guru.
So I will conclude it very shortly.
Sure, Dada.
So many people
kindly share your video in
Sri Thakur.
Kindly share your video
They used to come to Sri Thakur and they used to say, Thakur, tell us something which briefly, which we can understand from you. Sri Thakur once told a person, be concentric, be Ishta-kendrik. You keep yourself with the Ishta and with the center. So, in one noon, 3 persons, almost sweating, came to Sri Thakur. And they just paid their pranam and asked, Sartu, you are God? Have you seen God? Can you show us God? It was so abruptly the question was asked to Sri Thakur. Sri Thakur, with a compassionate eye, looked to them and directed one of his attendants, please take them and to the guest house let them take their food, and in the afternoon they will come to discuss with me. It happened in that way. In the afternoon, when the attendant went to them, these three persons told, let us go to Sri Sri Thakur. You will have a discussion. They told, no, we don't want any discussion. Now what? Now, when we met Thakur, almost we were so much of hungry, and which a mother can only understand for his children. And he told us to take bath and take food and take rest. So we have nothing to ask him. We got our answers. So this is what I want to say. Almost they followed him. Once they could understand what is actually, for that they came. Only God can know what happened to a person and whether he is hungry or in a different mood, and they could get their answer. Another small incident I want to tell you. One day Sri Sri Thakur asked the people around him, have you seen Dayal Dham? There were many talented people. It is Ashtadha Sastar. Many things are there. There are beautiful musics are there, and many good people are there. Parts are always singing, and all these things are there. Then one by one Sri Sri Thakur asked, have you seen Dayal Dham? Then the person who was making hookah, tobacco for Sri Sri Thakur, he asked him, have you seen Dayal Dham? He was very much silent, but Thakur repeatedly told him thrice. He immediately pointed to Sri Sri Thakur. Thakur, you are the Dayal Dham. I am an layman. I do not know what is Dayal Dham, but I know you are Dayal Thakur. Wherever you are present, you will be that. That is the Dayal Dham, what I understand. And he has been enlightened to this by his grace. I was sitting nearby Sri Sri Dada. I got many things. Once myself and Dr. Chien Parida were we were to go to somewhere place, and Sri Sri Dada was inside the room, and nobody was prepared to get permission for us. Just we are sitting outside. We are never prayed that we are going to this place. Immediately Pujyapad Dada told, oh, both of you want to go to a place? Oh, all right, you go. And another day, when I was paying my prayer to him, Pranam, he told, are you writing a book in Bengali? I was astonished. I kept it a secret. I was compiling something with another devotee, another lady, Bengali lady. I was astonished. I have got not very much experience. That whatever essence actually, many things we have told, that is, a man is born like Vidura, who is enlightened. A man is born like Arjuna, who was half enlightened. He was be corrected. And Sri Krishna told, Sarva Dharman Paritejya Mamekam Saranam Praja, Ahantam Sarva Papebhyam Mukhyasam. And we have also people, Duryodhana, they could not accept him. So there are things, whatever Sri Sri Thakur, Purushottam, the creator of the universe, send the message for everybody that you, wherever you there, you go, you be heard. So Dadatu Jivana Buddhi Nirantar Smriti. There are many things are there. The only objective is that first you accept him, follow him, then automatically everything that he will be heard, and you will be a man. If you have got any mistakes, you will correct it yourself by his divine bliss, and you are a genius, you can go to up, and many other things will automatically happen. Thank you all, and I again praise and also this Dr. Nanda and Dr. Mishra for their enlightenment talk. They have told many essential things in the pursuit of the modern science and knowledge, that many inner things they have presented. Thank you, Jai Guru.
Professor Dr. Maharana, thank you very much for your magnificent devotional speech, which has inspired us, and you have picked up few incidents, real incidents from the divine and profound life of Sri Sri Thakur. In a very brief note, you have touched everyone's heart who is present today. So I'll fail in my duty if I do not pray at the lotus feet of Sri Sri Thakur for your well-being and the well-being of your family. Thank you very much, Dada. We have approached the final stage of this program. I don't know if Saroj Mahantida has joined from Delhi. If he's there, I would request him to present the Samapani Sangeet. And with
No,
that,
he has not joined it.
He has not joined?
No, sir.
Okay. So should we conclude the event now with Dhwani?
Yeah.
So Manas Bhai, may I request you to give the Dhwani and then we'll conclude the program today?
Yes. Vande Purushottamam.
Vande Purushottamam.
Vande Purushottamam.
Vande Purushottamam.
Vande Purushottamam.
Vande Purushottamam.
Param Premamay Sri Sri Thakur Anukula Chandra Ji ki
Jai.
Param Premamay Sri Sri Thakur Anukula Chandra Ji ki
Jai.
Param Premamay Sri Sri Thakur Anukula Chandra Ji ki
Jai.
Paramaradha Jagat Janani Sri Sri Badama ki
Jai.
Paramaradha Jagat Janani Sri Sri Badama ki
Jai.
Paramaradha Jagat Janani Sri Sri Badama ki
Jai.
Param Pujya Pada Sri Sri Badada ki
Jai.
Param Pujya Pada Sri Sri Badada ki
Jai.
Param Pujya Pada Sri Sri Badada ki
Jai.
Param Pujya Pada Sri Sri Acharya Dev ki
Jai.
Param Pujya Pada Sri Sri Acharya Dev ki
Jai.
Param Pujya Pada Sri Sri Acharya Dev ki
Jai.
Sat Sangha ki
Jai.
Sat Sangha ki
Jai.
Sat Sangha ki
Jai.
Vande Purushottamam.
Vande Purushottamam.
Vande Arya Pitrin.
Vande Arya Pitrin.
Vande Matrivargan.
Vande Matrivargan.
Vande Hang Krishti Daivatan.
Vande Aham Kristi Daivatan.
Vande Purushottamam.
Vande Purushottamam.
Param Premamay Sri Sri Thakur Anukula Chandra Ji ki
Jai.
Jai Guru Dada, Jai Guru.
Jai Guru Manas Bhai. And with this, the 13th Veteran Satsang webinar has
Jai
come to
Guru
an end.
Manas Bhai, Jai Guru. Samastam Jai Guru.
Jai Guru.
सबको प्रतिकुंड रायो जय गुरु दादा
Jai Guru everyone.
Jai Guru, Jai Guru.
जय गुरु तिन्ना दा जय गुरु
Jai Guru.
जय गुरु